Okay, there are people very eager to get on and ask some questions. The phone number is 617-830-4750. Let's start today with our caller from the 806 area code. Who's calling today from 806?
Hey, David. How are you?
Good. Who's this?
This is David Corona. I'm actually located in El Paso.
Really? Okay. Well, interesting to hear from you. What's going on?
Hey, so do you think now after these unfortunate mass shooting here, do
Yeah.
you think Republicans will, now that they have more pressure to pass a bill to centralize the background checks, do you think that Mitch McConnell will come back and pass a clean bill, or do you think they're going to try to tie it to an immigration bill that Trump wants to do?
We're already seeing the idea floated of tying it to an immigration bill, which I think is disgusting and wrongheaded. I've seen that it seems as though Republicans are sort of coming around on the idea of these red flag laws, which are, quite frankly, I mean, there's just so much more that needs to be done. But I do generally agree with you that it seems that the pressure at this point is getting to the point where they'll have to do something. It may end up getting them more of what they want on immigration, though, if they successfully tie it. So, I mean, it's just a complete and total mess, quite frankly, David.
I agree. I think they are going to try to tie it to an immigration. Unfortunately, probably will not pass.
What's
I have a
happening
second
locally
question.
there
Are
in
you
El Paso? Like, what's the local conversation about gun laws that's happening now in the wake of the shooting?
everyone's on board that we need to centralize the background. We need to have more thorough background check, whether to kind of make it more like the getting your concealed, where you have to go through a class, you have to renew, you have to, of course, not be a felon as you're continuing to renew. I think that's all who I talk to. That's what they are on board and want to do. Even Republicans,
That's what
even
I was going to say.
staunch
Can
Republicans,
you say or
they're
do you know whether Republicans also want that in El Paso?
oh yeah.
Hmm.
I've talked to one yesterday. He was on board with background checks, and he was definitely on board to do that, to pass a clean bill. But unfortunately, he watches Fox News, and he was trying to say, well, it's Democrats who always go too far and try to do like a weapons ban. But
Yeah.
we know from the past there's always been clean bills to try to pass for background checks, and it's always just died in the Senate.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you this. You mentioned talking to a Republican in El Paso who watches Fox News. Is that Republican aware of what was in the shooter's manifesto, or has that information not even gotten to him?
I didn't ask.
Okay.
Um, the reason why is because he's a coworker,
Got it.
and he's a supervisor at that. So I didn't
Okay.
want to be confrontational. I believe
Yeah.
he is one that will be confrontational. I've seen him before, but I wanted to kind of get his what he thought about it and what he was on board with changing. And so he's on board with more thorough background checks, a
Okay.
clean
Yeah. I mean,
bill.
that's not surprising. And that's one of those things where after the Sandy Hook shooting, there was like 88 or 85% support for that. And, it still didn't get done. So it's actually not that surprising. It seems a lot of
And
Republicans see that as a relatively minor infringement that they would be sort of happy to accept if not that much more is done. You know what I mean?
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right, David, really
Second
appreciate your
question:
call.
Are you going to go on Joe Rogan anytime soon? I
I
really
was on Joe
love
Rogan
that,
on June
and
5th. Did you see it?
yeah, I did. I
Oh,
loved it.
are you saying, am I
I
going to be
think
back
that,
on?
yeah, you going to go back on anytime?
I would love to, but there's nothing scheduled right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good. All right, then. Well, I appreciate it.
Okay, thanks, David. Yep, best
I'll
of luck
keep
down in El
supporting you.
Paso. Thank you. Appreciate that.